I can't be the only one who hears you. Tears falling down at the party, saddest little baby in the room. Fears, tell me fears, don't get me started. I get a little gray hair for every scare you share. Those aren't meant to bend. No, those aren't meant to bend. Those aren't meant to bend. No, those aren't meant to bend.
Good morning, Winthrop Vikings. Today is November 1st, a day 3 schedule.
Hopefully everyone had a fun and safe Halloween last night and are ready to crush the day.
Hopefully all you seniors have enough candy left to get some sugar in you and finish your senior packets. Senior packets are due today at the end of the day. See Mr. Donnelly with any questions.
Hey Hassan, aren't you glad us seniors are done with the MCAS? Because I barely have any functioning brain cells to pass this year.
You know the MCAS might not be required to graduate, depending on how the Commonwealth of Massachusetts votes on ballot question number 2.
Really? All this time I could have just guessed on the questions with no repercussion?
Well, students would still take the MCAS. It would still be used to gather students' data. It just wouldn't be a graduation requirement.
What do you think the results of the MA ballot will be?
I have no idea, but we have Ryan for more information about the ballot questions and what students think about the measure.
Hi, I'm Ryan with Wake Up Winthrop, and the 2024 election is certainly coming to a fever pitch. Next Tuesday, some of our students here at WHS will finally be able to vote and make a political impact on our country. In the upcoming 2024 election, Republican Donald Trump and Democrat Kamala Harris will face off to decide who will be the new president of the United States. Along with voting for who our next president will be, there are also many different local elections and statewide questions on the ballot. The second MA ballot question talks about discarding the requirement of passing the MCAS for graduation. Students would still be required to take the MCAS and meet the course requirements of the school. If students fail the MCAS, they will still be required to retake it. Proponents of the change argue that the requirement holds a disadvantage for students of color, the less wealthy, disabled, and multi-language learners. Opponents of the change argue that Massachusetts students should have a higher standard and requirement to reach, and eliminating the requirement will make students lazier and less committed to learning. We caught up with students to see how they feel about the upcoming election and what they think about eliminating the MCAS graduation requirement.
If I could vote, I would, because I think voting is a very important thing to do as a citizen, because, you know, you want to change the things that are bad in life, so might as well vote for it.
If I could vote in the upcoming election, I would choose not to.
Yes, I do plan on voting solely because of the ballot questions. Kamala's going to win Massachusetts anyways. The ballot questions are what I care about.
I'd definitely vote.
I probably wouldn't.
I'm not old enough to vote in the current election, but if I could, I would, because I believe it's an important civic responsibility.
Yes, I do plan to vote in this election.
If I could vote, I probably would take the chance to vote.
If I could vote, I would vote in the election.
If I could vote in this upcoming election, I think I would vote.
So if I could vote in the upcoming election, I definitely would. Do I agree that MCAS should be a requirement to graduate? No. I think it's great as a standardized test, but I don't think it should be a graduation requirement because some people are just not able to do well on it or they just don't care.
To be honest, I couldn't really care. It's kind of like MCAS, there's both sides to it, because if it's not required to graduate, kids are just going to cheat on it, so there's no point of having the test. But at the same time, it also gives us a standard to go by.
I don't think that a test should be a factor if you graduate, because there's like different circumstances and some people aren't as good of test takers.
I agree.
I do not think that MCAS should be a graduation requirement. I mean, it's an easy test, but it's kind of stupid for it to be a graduation requirement.
I think the MCAS requirement for graduation should be eliminated.
I feel like you should take the MCAS to graduate because if we had to do it, then you should too.
Yeah, I agree for that same reason.
Yes, I believe the MCAS should still remain a graduation requirement. because last year 96% of students passed the MCAS.
I think MCAS should not be a requirement because it is more so a test on the teachers rather than a test on the students' knowledge.
I don't think you should have to pass to graduate high school. I think MCAS is not necessary.
No, do not agree that we need MCAS to pass high school.
I don't think you should need to take the MCAS to graduate high school. I don't think it really tests you on too many important things for later in life. I mean, you can major in something you prefer.
Jillian Bonapani of the Viking Times wrote an article regarding the MCAS, and I think you should read it if you want an informed decision on it.
Sounds like we're in for an interesting 2024 election. Make sure if you're eligible to vote, you do to make a political impact on our world. Back to Aaron and James in the studio.
Thank you, Ryan. I can't wait to see how the Massachusetts ballot will turn out. And good luck and congratulations to all of our upperclassmen who can vote for the first time in the election. Exciting stuff.
Hey, Hassan, have you chosen any colleges you are interested in applying for next year?
Yes, but I'm not early decisioning due to it not being available at my top choice.
Well, today marked the deadline for applying at an early decision, while regular deadlines come around January 1st or 15th.
Well, luckily we got Wyatt to go around and get some intel on some other students' top schools and why they chose their schools.
Hi, I'm Wyatt. Wake Up Winthrop. And for those who don't know, early November marks the beginning of early action for college applications. This is for students who have already decided where they want to go for college or if they have their mind set on a certain university. As early action college applications are coming to a close, seniors are starting to wind down on their decisions and zone in on a few different schools that they're looking to attend next fall. Whether it's far away or just down the street, seniors pick their schools for many reasons. Some of these reasons are cost, location, majors offered, or educational programs. Some people also choose to go into trade school or even enter right into the workforce. Today, we caught up with a few seniors to find out where they're applying and why.
So I applied to Endicott and Emmanuel and Quinnipiac. I chose those schools because I love the campus. I mean, it was so beautiful, and also because they have the majors that I want.
All right, so my top schools I'm looking at are Tufts, Boston University, Northeastern, Boston College, and maybe a little ambitious for me, but MIT and Harvard.
Some top schools for me, probably Bentley, UNH, Providence, Holy Cross.
I'm gonna apply to Northeastern, Lowell, and WPI.
I'm probably gonna apply to UMass Boston, BC and BU, and maybe a couple of Ivy Leagues.
Some schools that I'm looking at are Quinnipiac, Fairfield, and Providence because I really like their size and like the atmosphere of them.
Okay, so I'm planning on majoring in biotech, so STEM schools are mostly what I'm looking at, and the schools that I'm applying to are like WPI, Northeastern, BU. I'm also going for like Harvard and MIT, like just in case, a little bit of a long shot. But
I'm going to Ben Franklin and Lincoln Tech. UNH, UMaine, Merrimack, and UMass Amherst.
I'm looking at Lincoln Technical Institute.
After high school, I'm hopefully going to try and get into the union and then maybe go to a union school for electrical because then I can work while I'm going to school and it's not really paying for it.
University of Maine, West Virginia University, and Keene College.
I applied to University of Maryland. They are my #1 school. And then I applied to University of Texas at Austin, Seton Hall University, and University of Kentucky.
All right, so far I've looked into Florida Tech, which is my #1 college. I looked into Wentworth, which is my #2 college. I looked into Rhode Island College. I looked into UMass Lowell, and I've looked into Lynn University.
All right, so why I chose these colleges, they're close to home. That's why close to Winthrop, close to Boston. I want to stay here. I love this community, love the state.
I'd probably have to say the same thing. I want to be close to home. I don't want to be too far and nothing like too crazy with the price.
For me, probably the biggest factor is the cost, because I don't want to go to a college that's too expensive, and maybe the location. I prefer to be in the city and somewhere nice.
Location is definitely a big part. I don't want to be too close to home, but also I'm not leaving the state. And I want to go to a big school, and if the cost is too much and I don't get a scholarship, I probably won't go to the college.
I'm looking for a good school for a biology major and a medium to small size.
so all the schools that I'm applying to are like in the Boston area and like Boston, Massachusetts area. I want to stay close. I don't know. It's just my preference. And every school I'm applying to is like really good in STEM mostly. And I'm interested in bio, so biology, STEM, that makes sense.
And a lot of it is due with cost. I care a lot about how much debt I'm going to be in, and yeah, I don't want to be in $200,000 of debt after college, so.
I'm going to Lincoln Technical Institute because it's a very reputable trade school, and I've had a lot of family that has gone there in the past.
Because I won't have to, sometimes depending on the school, I might have to pay a little bit, but I'm hoping to not have to. And then, like I said, I can work and I can still make money while I'm going, and it's not like I'm taking 4 years of not being able to do anything and then have student loans to pay off.
I'm looking into business programs, and also because all those schools are close to home.
I want to go to UMaine because it's a nice campus and it's far away.
University of Maryland has a great political journalism program. They send students to the RNC and the DNC when it happens every 4 years. University of Texas at Austin has an incredible journalism program, and Seton Hall and University of Kentucky offered me money.
So the two biggest factors when it came to me for picking my college was sports and major. I honestly didn't care too much about location when it came to anything else, but when I looked at Florida Tech, it had my construction management major, and I could potentially play baseball there at the Division II level. And for Wentworth, it was very close, so it was a little bit of a turnoff, but it has a very good construction management program. It was one of the best tech schools in the United States. And then for other schools, they also had management degrees and exercise science degrees for schools that weren't tech colleges, so I kind of appealed to that major as well.
So the application process is very tiring, but we're getting most of it done. So yeah, we'll see what the colleges want, and I really hope that they like me and what I put on it.
Lincoln Tech made the application easier, so yeah.
So applications are going pretty well. I left it off a little bit late. Most of them are due November 1st, and it is the 28th. My Common App essay isn't done yet, but nearly done, and everything else is mostly good. MIT, I still have a bit to work on, but after that, I should be able to submit everything, and I'm golden.
So to get into the union, I still do have to take the union test and then get accepted, but my grandfather is pretty high in there, so I think I'd have a pretty good in. And then it's just figuring out the schooling between after that, which I have to go through the union to figure out.
I'm looking into UMaine. It has a really good business program, but I haven't started applying anywhere yet.
It was easy to apply to colleges because all you had to do was press buttons.
The application process has been surprisingly easy. I submitted all my applications before the middle of September, so I think I really benefited from starting my Common App early. It was a little strenuous, but it's worth it in the end.
The application process was very easy for Lincoln Tech because my representative was amazing and walked me through every step of the process. Shout out Ray!
Those look like some great schools, guys. Personally, my top choice is WPI due to its great engineering and physics program. Now back to James and Aaron in the studio.
Thanks, Wyatt. I think I got a good sense for some colleges and what some of our seniors are thinking about heading into application deadlines. Hey, Aaron, this is your last year playing soccer, right? How do you feel about that?
Kind of upset. I don't get to play with my teammates ever again this year.
What do you think the other seniors feel about this being their last year?
Don't know, but we got Mike to go around and see.
Hi, I'm Michael with Wake Up Winthrop. Last week, many of the seniors had their senior nights where they celebrated their final home games. Today, we will take a look into these senior nights and talk to a couple of the seniors to see how they went. Senior night is a very special night where many seniors may be playing their last organized sporting event ever. For some, this is a step into a new chapter of sports after high school as they go to play in a bigger setting or go to play in college. For other athletes, they've been playing the sport since Pee Wee, and after a very long run and lots of memories that were made, it's finally time to hang it up and move on to bigger and better things. For some athletes, this is a very emotional time as they've been stepping away from something that they put blood, sweat, and tears into, as well as countless hours of work. They will be putting on their Viking jerseys for the last time, running through their pregame rituals, and saying good luck to their teammates one last time. We thank these student athletes as it has been amazing to see how much they've developed over these past 4 years. We caught up with a couple of seniors and their experiences and their thoughts of how their final high school season went.
Alright, so the season coming to an end for the last time is definitely sad, but I'm happy I got to spend a lot of time and memories with the guys and definitely excited for a playoff push.
My season coming to end the last time is very bittersweet for me. It's so crazy, it just flew by. After my brother graduated, I didn't think it would go by that fast, but it just ended up flying by. And I'm still super excited for playoffs and Thanksgiving, but it's just crazy that it's coming to an end.
My season coming to an end, and the last time, I think it's pretty bittersweet because it's gone by too fast, and I just think I haven't fully appreciated that it's coming to an end yet.
I'm really sad that the season is coming to an end for the last time because our team got really close this year, and I'm sad that we aren't going to be able to spend every day together like we were.
I'm really bummed that the season's coming to an end. It's been a long, fun 4 years. I don't know what else to say other than I hope to pursue golf again in college, maybe club, sport.
I'm really sad about the season coming to an end because I've had such a good season with the girls, and it's really sad that it's my last ever game.
Season's ending because I've been having so much fun this season. I love my teammates and everything. We've been bonding, it's been great, so I'm kind of sad it's ending.
So my favorite memory in my years of playing was definitely beating Swampscott 2-1 on their senior night and pulling off a comeback in the last 8 minutes.
My favorite memory from high school football is definitely last year's senior night when I threw the last second touchdown to Nick. It was pretty sick.
I think my favorite memory from my high school career was sophomore year when we were at regionals and we hit. It was just really exciting and our team was great that year, so it was great to be with my favorite team.
My favorite memory from my high school career was from this year when we beat Stoneham in the 5th set and the bus ride at home afterwards.
My favorite career moment from high school golf would probably be the time that I shot 2 under from eagling hole 7.
My favorite memory would have to be preseason or the scavenger hunt with the team. It's always so much fun.
My favorite memories probably just like stretching maybe. It's kind of fun. Everyone's talking, we're just having fun, we're having conversations, we're laughing. It's just fun. They're fun people to talk to.
The most emotional moment was probably beating South Hadley on pens last year. You know, it was a good way to make it into the playoffs after having a rough season the year before.
Most emotional moment for me throughout my high school career was definitely beating Revere after 5 years of not beating them. It was pretty cool to see everyone just full of emotion.
The most emotional moment for me was when my cousin, who was the senior captain, left my sophomore year. It was just really sad because we were doing cheer together for the longest time, so it was really sad to see such a good leader go.
The most emotional moment from my high school career was probably beating Danvers in a set because they were really good and they swept a lot of the teams that we lost to, so it was a really good moment when we beat them.
My most emotional moment would probably be on senior night, having my parents and all of the other seniors' parents coming and taking photos with us.
The most emotional moment was walking into the room with my fellow seniors this year. It was really sad.
For me, the most emotional moment was my senior night. I wasn't expecting it at all. The posters were great, and I just love my people. I couldn't imagine myself just like running to the finish line, my last meet at Deer Island. So it was kind of emotional. I was thinking about it the whole race, but it was good.
All right, so words to underclassmen is stay with it. You know, you guys got a good team coming up, definitely a lot of potential. And I know it sounds corny, but stay with it because these moments do go by fast.
My words of encouragement for the underclassmen is definitely keep up with your grades and keep putting that work because you may think you have a lot of time, but you really don't. It's going to fly by.
Advice I have to underclassmen is to not take it for granted because it goes by a lot faster than you think, and I can't even believe it's my senior year.
My advice to underclassmen is to savor every moment and take it all in because it goes by really quickly.
Any words of encouragement to players stepping up, like Max Dassow, Ryan Murphy, practice every day, non-stop playing, 9 holes every day, bang it out.
Words to underclassmen are enjoy every second because it goes by really fast and always work hard.
For the people that's already doing cross country, just keep doing it. It's a really good sport. It can help you also with indoor and outdoor track. It's also good for conditioning for other sports. But overall, it's really good. You'll have so much fun. The people in there, it's really great. We're a great team, and it's just really fun.
Make sure you try to attend the remainder of the games in this final stretch of their seasons. Thank you, seniors. And remember, as Coach said, you can go to any school in the country and be a student athlete for 4 years, or you can go to Winthrop High School and be a Viking for life.
Thanks, Mike. Hope the rest of the seniors enjoy their last year of playing their sport. Thank you to all of the seniors for their hard work, dedication, and years of competing as a Winthrop Viking.
Remember, you can go to any school for 4 years and play sport, but here, you're a Viking for life.
That's all we have for you today. Have a wonderful and safe weekend. And remember,
Roll Vikes!